Start.
Hello. Hello. Good afternoon, everyone. Today's topic is e-filing of income tax returns, demo of e-filing of income tax returns. I will just start with a small introduction and being thankful of Institute, ICI, WIRC, Vasai branch for conducting such type of seminars for all of you. Lalit Bajaj sir, who is chairman of WIRC, Shweta madam for coordinating these sessions and bringing all the speakers from various backgrounds to speak on the different topics, and Kapoor madam for coordinating, and even the LR Tiwari College for taking this initiative for giving the sessions to all the students, all the participants, all you professors giving here. Uh, and we had completed first three sessions. First session was for on basic concepts. Second session was on important deductions under chapter 6a and all other deductions. Third session Bala sir has conducted for which forms has to be used for filing of income tax return. Here we would be using learning how we will be filing income tax returns online, offline, every in different utilities, and every basic information would be shared to you. Okay, income tax e-filing has started from the assessment year 8-9. So let's start. Maybe everyone would be filing the income tax returns, and this time you try it on your own, so it will have a different experience you make on your own, and then you can share with your own consultants who are doing in the last previous assessment years. So let's start how to file the income tax return. So I request if it's possible for you to open a tab in your PC or start your in your different mobile, whatever is possible for you. PAN and password for income tax return filing. We will just go through the flow. I will give you some seconds for the same so that even you can have a look how it looks online also. Is it okay? So let's start. If I am a basic human being, I don't know how I have to file the income tax returns. So I will then Google income tax e-filing. I had put it this. There are two options. First one is Income Tax India e-filing. The second option is of incometaxindia.gov.in. These both websites we have to use. The second website we will go through first. There you will get all the informations regarding act, tools, and international treaties, any notifications, any CBDT circulars, and every information about taxations you will get over there. And in the first one, we have to use for income tax return filings. Okay, so let's start. I will keep on giving you some seconds for the same. When I'm telling you, you can do along with these things so that it will be easy for you and to do this all things. And if possible, take your own income tax password and user ID so we can repeat your last year's income tax return paper filing also. Okay, so let's start. We are selecting the second option first is incometaxindia.gov.in. So there you can see here there are different CBDT circulars, there are different forms, there is information for individual, HUF, company. This is the half page. The second half page I will be showing you along. So if you had clicked, you would have seen the same page in your mobile screen or in your different mobile tab. And in the second part, it is tax information services, tax laws and rules. Here, see, the first option is of Act, Income Tax Act. Here you can check the Income Tax Act, new amendments and everything by section by section. There are certain rules uh, which we have to know because sometimes it helps us while filing the income tax returns. There are different circulars and notifications issued by CBDT, so that also has to be taken care of while filing the income tax return. If we are filing income tax returns for international persons or like any NRI persons, then we have to know some tax treaties with foreign countries so that whenever we file their income tax returns, we should come to know is there any DTA relief or any other information which is being passed on by the different countries to income tax authorities in India. There are general FAQs, any and everything about e-payment of taxes, tax calculators, and every information you would get in this about the knowledge of the Income Tax Act and every other information. Okay, So now we will go to the main topic. This is Income Tax India e-filing, where we have to learn about how we can file the income tax returns. So let's go here. Okay, so when we are going through this page, the first window would be follow these steps to clear your outstanding tax demands, if any. So we have to just go through this. We have to leave it. We don't have to check that. So this is the basic window of the income tax return e-filing. Those who will be filing income tax returns, they would be knowing the same. I'm going little slower, and if there is like if there is any information which you require, you can put a question mark. Afterward the sessions or the coordinators would get back to you with all your questions and answers. On the left hand side, there is like instant pan through Aadhaar, tax calculator, link Aadhaar. You should all everyone should link your Aadhaar card with the pan, and e-payment of taxes, e-verify return, income tax 26 AS. All this information can be done after your login only. You cannot go directly as such. And this is the first option is register yourself. Second is login. Here there are downloads, and this you will get IT return preparations, all the forms for income tax return filings, either by chartered accountants and ITRs, other schemas, Java utility, all the basic infrastructure, whatever you require for filing of the income tax returns, there you will be getting. And these are some statistics being shared by the income tax website, so that we also come to know how many people are checking this websites and how we are using the same. So I will give you some insights for this. Maybe I'm repeating the same. If it's possible for you, then get back, take the tab, open a tab option in your laptop. You can just hear me and you can keep on doing whatever things you want to do. I will just keep on telling you what you have to do, so that you can also come to know how we can learn all together. It's very easy, because basic income tax knowledge you all have, and it will be very easy for you also. And if you have the last year's previous year's form 16, then it will be more smoother for you to understand all the details. Okay, so again, we will be just checking out the statistics. This is the statistics. Number of registered users are nearly 8.5 crs. Peak rate is per return per day, so it's nearly 34 lakhs or 35 lakhs nearly per day. The returns are getting filed. Like for example, for the last financial year, uh, 18 2018-19, there were 35 lakhs returns nearly filed on a single day. So that informations are also shared by the income tax website, and you can check out the last percentage of returns filed outside office hours. So that is nearly 53% of the income tax returns are filed after office hours. So it's very easy. And the filing counts, these are the filing counts. Nearly 6 crore 68 lakhs were filed in financial year 18-19. The year before it was filed 6 crore 74 lakhs. And here the filing growth is given. It's negative 1%, but still, because in the last previous financial year only one returns were filed, and in the previous last two financial years, we were able to file two income tax returns. So there was some degrowth, but as such, number of income tax return filing people are day by day increasing. Filing growth, see the number of people who are doing online income tax file, you can check it out, they are increasing day by day. And we can come to know, in the near future, maximum people would be doing income tax return filing online only. So there is no you don't have to go to visit department for filing of your income tax returns. Way before, and there we were used to go, my senior chartered accountants and my senior staff used to go to different departments for submitting their form 16s and everything. So during that time it was too difficult for everyone to reach out to different places. And so this after, in the assessment year 1889, from the year assessment year 89, we are able to file this income tax returns online. I can file my income tax return like by sitting over here Mumbai. I can file any income tax return of for Gujarat people or Delhi people, for any like. So this course will give you some insights, and you can also pass on the same insights to your students also. And in the near future also we can have such sessions in like for the faculties to have more knowledge, so that they can also keep on passing on. Okay, so this is the range where the people who has shown their incomes about certain income tax limits are being filed in a different way. Like range 1 is for income up to 5 lakhs, range 2 is for 5 to 10 lakhs, and range 3 different ranges are given. I'm not going into state-wise filing counts. We are going to next thing. Like we will just now download the IT written preparation softwares, and we will go ahead with the same. Okay, so let's start. We will go to IT written. We will select IT written processing downloads. Here will have like this note, important note. Whatever we will be downloading, it will have a zip file. So when the zip file you get, you have to just extract out. See, there are different ITR forms. You would have been like in the previous session, Mr. Bala sir would have covered which forms is required for what purpose, and like how we should use the ITR in a different way. ITR 1 and ITR 4 are available online on income tax website also. You can directly go log in the website and we can file the same. Okay, and in the second is like in Microsoft Excel is there, and Java utility is also given by the income tax. Both are very smooth, we can use any of them. We will learn all the things. Like one we will be using for Excel, we will be using Microsoft Excel. Second, for ITR 2 we will be using ITR Java utility we will be using. For ITR 3 we will be downloading previous year's XML, the pre-filled XML by the website, and then in ITR 4 we will be learning it how to file it online, like how to we have to make online, we can fill the forms. We will learn about that. Today we will cover ITR 1 and 2, and rest all we will cover tomorrow. And for ITR 5, for persons other than individual HUF company and persons filing form, ITR 7. Okay, so let's start. If everyone wants to download the Microsoft Excel, this utility, you can just click on that PR 6.2, so it will get downloaded. We can then access the same, extract it. See, these are the number of years assessment years forms online available, means you can come to know how many are there. Okay, so now your register. If you want to register, if you are not file any income tax returns, then you have to register first. Only once you have to register, you don't have to keep on registering. Here is the user id. User id would always be PAN number of years, so it should be active. You should make sure that you don't have two PAN cards. If you have having one of the, like you, by mistake sometimes some people are having two PAN cards, maybe it can get deactivated sometime. So it's better you have to make sure you don't have two PAN cards. If there is any like if you are having a two PAN card, or by mistakenly you had gotten allotted a new PAN card number, you have to report it to income tax authorities, so that the other PAN card which you are not using, it can cancelled. So here you have to use user ID will be always be PAN number, password you have to put, and this is the captcha code. After captcha code, you can just enter, or you can just click on the login. So we will get a website like this. Here you are getting a lots of tabs, like my account, e-filing, e-proceeding, e-nivaran, compliance, worklist, profile settings, Vivad se Vishwas. See your name, as you had, you were someone would have done the login, so you would have, you can check your name, it would be written, and the status, the individual, or whatever status. Like maximum of you would be having individual only. If there is a partnership firm, it will be a firm. If it's a company, then company, HUF, then HUF. This type of information would be available when there is a status. And here you have, if you select this option, then you can go to the filing of your income tax returns. Here it is view returns forms. Like if you had filed previous year income tax returns, you can check it out by this tab. Okay, So if you are not yet login, you can again log in your income tax on your income tax website. We will go through this, and again then we will start with filing of the income tax Excel files for ITR 1. Okay, so it's going good. Okay, see, after in the tab for my account, I can check view to form 26AS, view e-file returns, tax credit mismatch, download pre-filled XML, e-file, e-verify return, generate EVC, compliance portal, reporting portal, manage ITD, my CA, service request, certificate of appreciation. For the last 2 to 3 years, the income tax authorities are giving certificate for appreciation for filing income tax return. If you had paid certain amount of taxes, you get a certificate of appreciation from the income tax authorities for like for payment of taxes and for regularly filing of your income tax returns. Authorize another person to act on behalf of self, or register to act on behalf of another person, register as a representative. Okay, these are the different options. As you select my account, you will come to know. We had gone to the tab view e-file return forms. Select that. Here you will get an option. Then again you will get an option whether you want to go to income tax returns, rectification status, or other forms, or 15 CACV and such other information. See, as you get selected in view income tax returns, the different income tax returns, your PAN number would be there. Assessment years has been provided, like for how many years you are filing your income tax returns. You can check out that. The ITR forms which has been used for filing of your income tax returns, that information is given. Filing date, filing type, filing under section 139(1). If you had filed late return, so it's 139(4). See, in for assessment year 17-18, you could have checked that AY 13-14, 139(4) return, income tax return is given. I had give acknowledgement number also are provided by the income tax authorities for all the assessment years. Here you can download your income tax acknowledgement. Even you can download the intimations which has been received by you for any of the assessment years, so that you can rectify the same if there is any certain errors. So it, or if your refund is pending, then also you can come to know here if from your intimations which has been issued by the income tax authorities, CPC, the processing center. Okay, so here again I'm again selecting my account. We will be downloading pre-filled XML. We are downloading pre-filled XML today, but we won't be doing it today. We will be doing it tomorrow. And you can download this pre-filled XML and you can import in your Excel file of ITR 1, and you can check it out how it looks like. Maximum information for the ITRs is being provided by this income tax authorities only. So nowadays it would be more simpler for filing of the income tax returns online, offline. Maximum CAs use softwares, but if there is anything like if you are using in Excel or Java utility, it would be easy for you. And with the kind of information you all would be teaching to your students, it will be damn easy for them for filing this income tax returns in the near future, for themselves and for their families too. They can file the income tax returns by the sessions which you are attending, and like for updating yourself. Okay, so we will download pre-filled XML. Okay, and you will get again the options for which assessment years do you want to download the pre-filled XML. So we will select AY 1920. Still AY 2021, the pre-filled XMLs are not yet notified by the CBDT or the CBC. As it would come, you will get an option for AY 2021 also. Okay, so here then again you will have an option for which forms do you want to select. Like ITR 1 is there, 2 is there, 3, 4, 5. You have to select which form would be applicable for you. Are you earning from income from salary? Are you having a house property income? You are having a capital gains? You are having trading income? You are having capital gain of shares, unlisted shares, or house properties? So different types of forms are available for different purposes. That income tax forms, which form has to be selected, is been like given information by Bala sir. So we will just go through, like we will select any of those things. I am selected ITR 1. So see here, you are getting lots of information from the previous year's income tax return also, and some are of the current year also. Like employee category, if it's the same, then you will get a latest others. And salary is from 26 as. See, they are extracted all information of yours from 26 as, form 26 as, and they are providing the TDS amount which has been deducted by your employer also. So if any schools is deducting any TDS amount from your salary, it could have reflected in your this, and you would have got certain other options like interest income from FDs. So you would have got that information also in your this download pre-filled XML for certain persons. Okay, so bank account details is like from what last year's in bank account are you still operating, then you have to just select that and you have to download the XML. Okay, as you download, again you will get an option that you have to use this unless you have configured your system to download it elsewhere. Pre-filled XML will have to be imported into Excel or Java utility before you start filling up the return data. So all the basic informations from the XML would be taken in the Excel or Java utility. So you don't have to keep on again typing the same again and again. Like you don't have to type your whole name, PAN number, Aadhaar number, date of birth, your email ID, your phone numbers. You don't have to keep on typing the same. So it's very easy nowadays. Maybe they are also in the verge of like trying to get mass data from everyone due to online systems and every information available, blockchain technology and everything. So they are trying to get more and more information for you from different portals and incorporate in one of the portals for while filing of income tax return. So let's start. We will start filing of income tax return. Let's start from the ITR1, how to file income tax return for individuals. ITR1 is applicable for all salaried employees, those who are income having proper only one employer you should have. If you are having two more than one employer, then you cannot file ITR1. That would have been thought by Bala sir. Second is like you have to have a single house property income, and if was income from salary, income from other sources only. You should not have any capital gain in your in while filing of ITR1. Okay, and your agricultural income should be also less. If it's more than like if you have more than 5,000, 50,000 agricultural income, you are not allowed to file this ITR1. And if you are a director of any company, then you are also not file you cannot file this income tax ITR1. Okay, so we will start with the Excel file. This is the Excel file, you can check it out. See, there are certain options on the right hand side also where you can get all like you have to uh, its validation option and different types of options are given. Validation, text, calculate tax, generate XML. Generate XML is an option where you have to for filing of before filing of income tax return, you have to generate XML from after filling the whole details in this Excel utility. Okay, and import from Excel utility of the same year. Import from XML, help and print. So import from XML is something which we have downloaded pre-filled XML. We can use that utility for the same. Okay, you can download this if you have downloaded the pre-filled utility. Sorry, if you have downloaded the pre-filled utility, you can download use the same directly by importing the same. Okay, but we are here to learn, so we will be going by step. ITR1 and 2, like ITR1 we are using Excel utility, ITR2 we will be using Java utility, and ITR3 we will be using again online, no, not online, we will use Java utility, but with the help of the pre-filled XML we will use that, learn that. And ITR4 we will learn to file online. Okay, so next is this window. Here all the red marks we have to fill in compulsory. You have to from this assessment year 2021 or 2021 21 22, we can file our income tax returns with the help of Aadhaar card also. in the this budget, financial budget, finance minister has already notified the same. In the coming years, either we can file with the help of Aadhaar card or we can file with the help of PAN cards also. So both we can use the same. Okay. So here you have to put your basic requirements like first name, middle name, last name, PAN number, Aadhaar card number, 12 digits. If you are not having your own Aadhaar card number, then also you have to type your enrollment ID, which is like the receipt which you would have received while filing while getting the Aadhaar cards. Okay, then your address you have to put, email ID, pin code, nature of employment. If you are in like government colleges, then you have to select nature of employment as government. If you are not in government colleges, then you can select others also. Okay, so next, this is continuity only. So if you are downloaded the Excel file, then it would be very smooth for you to understand these all things. Okay, so this is the second. Like if you are filing in response to any income tax notices which you had received, so you will have to put this unique number. There is a unique number notice you have to provide, and date of such notice you have to provide. So you can file under that sections also. And like 142 1, 148, 153A, 153C, 139(9) is a defective notice. Like if you had failed to put certain information in your income tax returns, they would give you an they would provide you with defective notice, and request you to file the income tax return again. So if you fail to file the defective return, then your return can be defective, and whatever you had filed your income tax return before and would be invalid. Unique number is a notice DIN number which has been provided nowadays by the income tax. You would have come to know about this. In every notices, there is a unique identification number which has been provided by the income tax officers, so that the notice validity can become we can come to know. Date of such notice is also we have to provide. Okay. So here the gross salary as per section 17(1), value of perquisites, profit in lieu of salary as per section 17(3). You can put by checking your form 16s, you can provide these data. If you are having, you can provide, you can write it down the same. And the nature of exempt allowance, if you are having any nature of exempt allowance like conveyance allowance, traveling allowance, which were earlier allowed, now they are not allowed. Now there are certain other leave travel concession is allowed. There are certain concessions are still allowed, so that exempt allowance you can claim here. And then there is a net salary deductions is standard deduction, and entertainment allowance. Those who are in government employees, they are getting entertainment allowance. Professional tax 200 rupees per month it is deducted, and in February month it is deducted nearly 300 rupees. So annually it is nearly 2500. It is deducted from every employer or employed persons who are working. So after that you would be getting your net salary income chargeable under the head salaries. Okay, so as far as we had filled up this form gross salary, if you are having form 16, you can again try it out. If you are having certain questions, you can put your question now. We will make sure you get all your replies and you can learn this very smoothly. Okay, now type of house property. Second head is type of house property. Gross rent received, receivable, lettable value during the year. You have to, you can put whatever rent is received by you uh, as per the laws, and tax paid to local authorities, and you will get all the details. See here the travel allowance, death gratuity, whatever is exempt allowance will have to put. There are certain, they had already provided the same, and you have to select these allowances whenever you are filing the income tax returns. After, as you put the information, 30% annual value. If you are having a house property loss, interest payable on borrowed capital, you have to put here in this option, interest payable on borrowed capital. So if you are having any housing loans and you want to take the deduction of the same, you have to put over here interest payable on borrowed capital, second head of house property in this fifth point. Okay, and see here maximum loss from house property that can be rupees 2 lakhs to avail the benefit of any carry forward and set of loss. Hello, hello. Okay. Gross total income in loss put there is income from other sources also. Here also you have to put all your income from other sources, bank interest, bank dividends, and any other information like dividend from listed companies, dividend from cooperative banks. There are like different cooperative banks which are being run by different motives. So if you are a member of them, you will receive dividend from cooperative banks and that are taxable. So you have to put in this nature of income and you have to write the amount also. Okay. And here the information deduction in under section 57 2A, you have to put if in case of family pension only gross total income you would receive. And this is part C, deductions has been already covered. So if there is any under certain chapter, you have to put all the details like ATC is there, LIC, if you had invested in ELSS, if you had invested in a national security, national savings scheme, NSC, and you are paying your tuition fees of your children's, you have to put in ATC. And if ATCC triple C is payment in respect of pension fund, ATCCD1 is contribution to pension scheme. So I'm just going through these all things. Investment made under an equity saving schemes, Rajiv Gandhi. So that was there for maybe last maybe for AY 14 15 or 15 16. Afterwards, it is not like it is discontinued. If you are claiming under for chap mediclaim, you can claim it in under section 80D. And if there is any maintenance or you are doing for dependent person who are having a disability, you can take the benefits under this 80DD and 80DDB. If any interest on loan taken for higher education of your children, you can take the anyone can take the benefit, both cannot take the benefit. 80EE interest on loan taken for a residential house property, 80G donations, if you had given any donations for like PM Care Fund, Chief Minister Relief Fund, so you can provide that information. There is a different file for the same. You have in different sheet we have to put all the details. There is a, you can see downside there is 80G sheet in sheet name 80G we will have to provide all the details. Okay, so after 80 TTB is interest on deposits in case of resident senior citizens, 80 TTA interest on saving bank account in case of other than resident senior citizen. 80 TTA is for earning, like if you had earned certain if you are earning more than 10,000 interest, you can claim till 10,000 only interest on saving account, not of fixed deposits. And for senior citizens fixed deposits also they had given exemptions up to 40,000 maybe. Okay, that part would be covered in the first session. Exact amounts you will have to check because maximum times maximum people are using softwares only, so they would be coming. Okay, so you get a total deductions. Exempt income, see agriculture income less than equal to 5,000 only you can put section. If there is any exempt income you have to report while filing of income tax return, and this all things will be automatically calculated while putting all your details. As you keep on putting the details and if you select the button of calculate tax, it will automatically calculate the taxes and will notify you if there is any tax payable or interest payable. That would also be calculated by the software only properly. And we will be going to the second tab, that is a second sheet, Excel TDS. If any TDS deducted from salary, all the information will be, we have to provide. And then income from other sources, and 16C furnished by the payer. if anyone is earning rental income more than 50,000, or example, if you are paying rent income of more than 50,000 to anyone, you have to deduct TDS. uh, you have to deduct the TDS. So if you are earning more than 50,000 rental income, so you will have to put these details. But provided the same person who is paying you has given, he has deducted your TDS. Okay. And here, if you had paid any advance tax, self-assessment tax payments, any payments you have done, you have to update in these systems. You can get all this information on online through 26AS also. We can download the 26AS file and we can cross verify the same with your challans details and verification. If you had purchased a car of more than 10 lakhs or some 10 lakhs, then car owner, the seller will collect TCS from you. So at that time you will have to update this information if during the year you had purchased car of more than 10 lakhs. Okay, we are going smooth. This is the third, your taxes paid and verification. Here you have to put IFSC code of the bank. As you put the IFSC code of the bank, name of the bank automatically getting it will be selected by the system only, and you have to provide the account number. You have to select in which account you want to have your income tax refund. So if there is any refund, you have to carefully put all your bank account details, or your income tax refund for the said assessment years after processing of income tax return would be getting credited, or won't be getting credited on timely basis. So on an average it takes 10 to 15 days sometimes, or maybe 2 to 3 months for refund. Okay. And you have to put your basic details. I so and so, like I Kunal Atul Modi, son of Atul Modi of the so and declare that to the best of my knowledge. Select yourself, and I'm holding PAN number. PAN number would have linked, so automatically it would have been provided care. Here you have to provide the donations details which you had given to different institutions and whether they fall under different categories. You have to put all the details like name of donee, address, city, town, state code, pin code, pan of donee, donation cash, donation in other mode, total donation. Different donations have different like limit for benefits. Like if you are giving in PM Care Fund, 100% deduction without qualifying limit. If you are giving to certain scientific researchers, then it is 50% deduction without qualifying limit. And there are certain donations which is 100% deduction subject to qualifying limit, and 50% deduction subject to qualifying limits. This all information you have to keep on putting, because these are not auto populated. So will have to provide these details while filing of your income tax returns. And if you don't have any government PAN is not available and you're given to any government institutions any donations, then you can put the PAN number they are provided down, GGGG 000, and last alphabet is also G. Okay. So again, this is donations given to any other institutions. So this was all about ITR 1. We had completed the ITR 1, and slowly we will now try to learn about ITR 2. We are we had completed ITR 1. So if there is anything you are finding it difficult while like checking your forms, income tax forms, and what you had filed and what you are trying to do in your Excel utility while trial error, if you are getting, you can just put a question in the chat box, so we will come back to you, or we will give you an email what is the problem and how we can solve that. Okay. Now we will go through ITR 2. In ITR 2 we will only cover like certain aspects which has not been covered in ITR 1, and certain aspects how this form looks like and other things. We are using this ITR2 in Java utility. So I request everyone to download the Java utility of ITR2 from income tax e-filing website in IT return software downloads. In the section of downloads, you will get IT return utility. There you can download that folder, zip file it would be. You have to extract that, and then you will start doing this. Okay. Do you need some breaks for 2 minutes or 1 minute? Hello. Okay. So like 10 seconds we will wait and we will start again. 10 seconds. Okay. Okay. Let's start with this ITR2. Uh, this is the same form. Maximum details are same. This is the Java utilities which are same for ITR1 and ITR2. There are certain things which are not there, like we were not, like we cannot file the income tax returns if there is any capital gain in the last financial year. So we are now filing ITR2 if there is any capital gains, like if you are trading in shares, or would have sold a certain old property of yours and you would have bought a new property. To this ITR2 you have to fill in, and here we will cover certain aspects which are new to you all, and not much detailed concepts we will cover. We will just go through the same. Detailed concepts we can have like face-to-face sessions, or we can have certain other training sessions for the same. Okay. So this is the Java utility. If you would have downloaded and opened the same, you could have checked it out this way. um, and there are different tabs also. There are, you can check it out, there are different tabs: instructions, home, part A general, schedule S, that is salary, schedule HP is house property, schedule CG is capital gain, tool 112A is for capital gain on shares, tool 115 AD 13 provision is for capital gain of shares, schedule other sources, schedule current year losses, schedule brought forward losses, schedule current forward losses, schedule chapter 6A, ATG, ATGGA, schedule AMT, alternate minimum tax carry forward, schedule SPI, schedule SI, schedule EI, schedule PTI. There are different other schedules for income tax calculations and TDS, TCS verifications. So this is the like utility also. They had provided hyperlinks for going through. If you are selecting any of the options, they directly you can go to a particular, like for example you want to fill in all the details of your income tax capital gains. You have to select serial number 4, schedule capital gains. It's an hyperlink, so as you select that, you will be directly gone through that particular page only. So in this way you can easily like put all your details. You have to make certain details in your own formats before, and because you are only putting certain information or figures only. So for calculating of capital gain taxes and shares calculations, you have to make a different Excel sheet. Like you would have traded in maybe 10 to 15 securities, so you have to make a calculation, and then just you have to fill in the data. Total amount is only has to be filled, not you have to give each and every information. Like for there is a when we will be going through tool 112A, there you have to provide all the details, because there is a new proviso which has been inserted. 10% of long term capital gain on equity shares we have to pay. So they had given a different way of presenting the information to the income tax authorities. So that information is given in tool 112A. We will have to provide certain informations. We will be going through this all. We will not be going much. We will be selecting certain topics which we are not covered in ITR1. So you will also come to know there are certain things which are not covered in ITR1. Only that we will cover up. And apart from that, if you want to go through, you can down. If you are downloaded, you can go through. afterwards after these sessions, and we will cover it out afterwards. If you are facing any problems while using this all utilities, so that you will also come to know and you can try, maybe in this assessment year for AY 2021 you will be able to file your own income tax return. You can try it out, like you can fill your own income tax return forms and you can put all the details inside, and you can request your chartered accountant to make sure you are filled properly or not, and he can guide you betterly, so that all your queries, like after filing one or two three income tax returns, you will be very well versed with all these income tax forms and act provisos and everything. Okay, so we will go through all the details here. Let's start ITR2. If you're downloaded, let's go through this. This is the same as income tax salary, details of salary, income from salary, name of employer, nature of employer, employment, TAN employer, address, all these details you have to fill in. Here in this form, there is an option given for this is because more than one employer. If there is more than one employer, you have change your job in between the this current particular financial year. You have to put this in the add employer. You have to put both the employer details, and then only you can file the income tax returns. That can be come to know. It's very easy. You can come to know from either from 26 AS. Also, you can come to know, or you have to suo moto put all your details on this add an employer. You can put it out. We are directly going to how capital gains. We are not selecting house property because capital gains is a little vast, and we will have to provide much data. We will have to learn certain concepts also. So we are going through capital gains now. This is the first option A. There is A1. This is short-term capital gain. Sub items 3 4 are not applicable for residents. Okay, from sale of land or building or both, fill up details separately for each property. You will have to keep on providing the property details. If you had sold a land and even in a house, you have to put two details. You cannot put a single details and file your income tax returns. Okay, so full value of consideration, value of property as per stamp duty authority, full value of consideration adopted as per section 56. If there is a market value of the property is more than 5% from your acquisition cost, then market value will be considered in this current budget. They had given the exemption for 10%. So from now in the new ITRs you will be getting it as 1.10. Okay, and if you are challenging, if you want to challenge this, you can challenge the property valuation also. You have to calculate, take an independent report, and you can do the same. There is a crux in this particular thing. If you are like, this is for sale of land or property. If you had sold a property, and if its value is of around 100 rupees, you had sold it, and the market value is of around 110 or 112. So while calculation of taxes, income tax, it will take as 112, not 100 rupees. So you have to always, while buying the property, you should make sure that you have to consult someone while purchase of properties. And even if you had purchased the same, like for example, you had purchased the property of 100 rupees and the market value is 112, here the 12 rupees would go to income from other sources in 56 to 7B, 29, not 7B, 29. So this is the question you have to always think of. While purchase of the property also, you have to report to your CA that you had purchased the property. Just check once whether I had not acquired it below stamp duty value. You can check in your index too whether you had purchased any property on below stamp duty value. Okay, sometimes it's happen like if you're given a token much like 3 to 4 years before, and the property is acquired after maybe 4 years, the agreement is registered after 4 years, so the stamp duty value would get varied by around 30 to 40%. So if you had acquired it for around 100 rupees 4 years before, and now the stamp duty value is of around 140 rupees, so in that case you can challenge that stamp duty valuations. And if your income tax return is selected for scrutiny, you will have to provide the receipt and the possession letter provided by the builder while giving token amount, or you can show that there is some justification you have to show why the stamp duty value is more than acquisition cost, or you will have to pay the taxes on the same. Okay, so we will go through this. This is for sale and this is for short term capital gain. Okay, so here you won't be getting any exemptions for maximum things. Apart, like for reinvesting of properties, you won't get any exemptions here for short term. You will get in long term only. And the second option is for sale of equity shares. Like if you had done short term capital gain tradings, so you will have to put full value of consideration. Deduction is cost of acquisition and balance. Loss to be disallowed under section 94(7) or 94(8). This is for bonus stripping. There is a concept of bonus stripping and bonus dividend stripping, so you will have to learn this. It's little easy also, and you would be knowing also how this all things is done. So when there is a bonus, like you are acquiring a share, for example, one share you are having, you get a bonus. So you are having two shares now, and the cost will be 100 only. You have to take the first share costing of 100 only, and the second share costing would be 0. As per income tax, you have to know this all certain details while filing of your income tax return. It's little bit difficult, but if you try one or twice or thrice, so you will come to know of all the provisions when you are filing of your income tax return of yours or someone else also. It's not that difficult for filing of income tax return. There are certain students who come for trading also, like during their college FY or SY. We usually have lots of students who are going under training for FI and SY while pursuing for TY also. So you can like try it out in your class curriculum also. For non-residents also the same things: STT paid, STT not paid from sale of securities. For non-resident there are different provisions, like, but the information is more or less the same only. Okay, from sale of assets other than A1, A2 or A3, A4 above. Like we had first covered uh, this properties, second is equity, and then third was like non-resident, fourth was non-resident sale of securities, and now fifth is from sale of assets other than A1, A2 or A3 and A4. Like you have, for example, you had sold jewelry, so you have to put all these details in other assets. If you had purchased a year before and now you are selling it out, you have to put all these details. And if you are having unquoted securities or shares of unlisted companies, then also you will have to show all the information here: full value of consideration received, receivable in respect of unquoted shares, market value of unquoted shares described in the prescribed manner. So higher of anyone would be considered. Okay, and if you had have sold capital gains, like shares you had sold, sale of in short term capital gain, the tax rate is at 15%. For any for sale of property, capital gain chargeable at applicable slab rates. Like for example, if you are into slab rates of 10%, 20% or 30%, for that applicable slab rate you will have to pay the taxes. Okay, amount of if there is any income which is like being taxed in other countries also, like if you had sold certain shares of foreign entities, foreign Apple company, would have sold the shares of Apple company, then there would be some tax of America country also. So while you are paying taxes over there, then you can get a rebate in India also. There is some DTA agreement, we will have to check it out from the incometaxindia.gov.in, where we had visited earlier. There you can go and check in the website whether we are going into that treaty. If yes, then we will not be paying tax over here. Either we cannot pay tax twice as such. So whenever we are paying taxes, in either of one country only we will be paying tax. So this is the second part, long-term capital gain on share, like building. The same concept here also. What if I had acquired a movable property where stamp duty value is greater than acquisition cost? So here also the same thing would apply. So whenever you are buying a property, make sure you check this stamp duty value is equal to or maybe lesser than the acquisition cost. Cost of acquisition with indexation, cost of improvement with indexation. Indexation is like all tax professors would be knowing, cost inflation index, which has been notified by the CBDT year to year. You have to go through that, and in the year which you had purchased, you have to calculate that amounts, and you have to directly fill in the sheets. So whatever you are doing, you will have to make, like we during the exams how we prepare a competition sheet, we will also have to prepare a data backup or like dummy data, where from where we can put all this information in this ITR forms before and only. So we will have to keep on having a data where we can go through this. So here you will get this benefit of section 54, 54B, 54EE, 54EC, 54F, 54GB. Here this benefit is for all investments which you are doing while selling of your properties or any other property. Sorry, for residential, for land, for building, commercial properties also if you are selling, and if you want to claim the deductions under section 54, 54EC, 54F, you can claim the same. Okay, so you have to go through this different provisions for getting all the informations. Even you can invest in capital gain deposit scheme, so where we can put all the like for saving payment of tax, you can invest in capital gain, say deposit scheme, and afterwards you can withdraw the same. For acquiring new property, you have to deposit in capital gain account scheme before filing of your income tax return. Okay, you cannot deposit after capital, like after filing of your income tax return, you cannot deposit capital in capital gain deposit scheme. Even if you are depositing, it won't be allowed, but there are certain rulings where they allow if you deposit it after filing of income tax return, but before the due date of filing of income tax returns. Okay, then you have sale of bonds or debentures. Here also you have to provide all the details, securities, long from sale of listed. Here there is grandfathering effect we will be covering in tool 112A. So here you have to provide shares details. If you have sold any long-term capital gain, long-term, like after a year, if any securities are sold, listed securities are sold, it is treated as long-term capital gain. So we will cover it in 112A little elaborately. So I'm just running out that because, or we can cover here only. Okay, we will cover it here, so that uh, maybe 5 or 10 minutes we can take more, so that we can come to this. Okay, so this is a grandfathering effect from assessment year 1920. The government has come out with this information or like amendment for while if there is any long-term equities gains, long-term gains from sale of equity shares, so you will have to pay 10% tax. Before and it was exempt under 10 section 1038. Just give me so the government come out with a circular where amendment where this long-term equity gain would be taxable at 10%. Okay, so here there is a concept of grandfathering. If you had purchased, if you have certain shares which you are selling it after a year, but if you had purchased it on like 1/1/2018, maybe the exact date, in the second slide we can 1/2/2018. So if the acquisition cost, see, cost of acquisition, if the long term capital gain asset was acquired before 1st February 2018, lower of B1 and B2. So fair market value of capital asset as per section 55 to AC or full value of consideration. So fair market value of capital asset as per section 55 to C is like you have to download ISIN details as on 1 to 2018. You will be available getting in different reckoners also they had provided this information, so you will get all the information regarding the acquisition cost as on 1 February 2018. We can use that for calculating of the taxes. Okay, so if you earn more than 1 lakh in any financial year, you will have to pay tax of at the rate of 10% in long term equity gains. Okay, if there is long term equity gains less than 1 lakh, you don't have to pay any taxes. Okay, we and this is the same information for non residents also. You have to provide all these informations. Here see in the point number 10 they are given the information. If we are utilizing, if we are not utilized unutilized capital gain, and that we are depositing in the capital gain account scheme within due date for that year, if yes, if you are invested in that particular scheme, then you have to provide all the details in that particular forms itself. Okay, so you have to provide your I had deposited so and so amount, so it will be taken care in the calculations also by the software. And here also they had given the information that if you had sold certain properties where you had like in the foreign countries you had sold certain properties and you had paid taxes over there, then you don't have to pay again, but you have to report that transactions while filing of income tax returns. And if you had taken the deduction under section 54, 54B, 54EC or 54F, 54GB, then you have to provide these details also while filing of the income tax return. Like if you had sold your property and you had purchased a new property after like if you had sold the property which is used by you for more than 2 years, it's not compulsory it should be used by you only. But like if you are holding it for more than 2 years, then it's a long term capital gain. And after long term capital gain, you can invest that long term capital gain into different property, new property. So you have to provide these details. Okay, and if you are deposited in capital gain account scheme, then also you have to provide so amount of deduction claim also. All these details you have to provide. 54EC, in for the 54EC you can only invest up to 50 lakhs in in one of the financial year. You cannot take the benefit of more than 50 lakhs. Okay, and this is like if there is any, you have to bifurcate your short term long term capital gains into like up to 15 June, from 16 June to 15 September, 16 September to 15 December, 16 December to 15 March, 16 March to 31st March. This is just for your calculation of income tax. Like if you are made payments of your income tax, advance tax lesser, so you will have to pay interest also. For that information, they had taken this information, we have to put it manually. This all things. So I told you before that we have to keep the data maximum ready. There are certain data which we have to make, we will have to jot it down, certain information, or we will have to make certain backlogs where we can get this information data dump, from where this information would be received and we will be filling up these details. Okay, we will cover 112A and 115 AD1, and then again we will or we can, it's, it will take 5 to 10 minutes. Should I continue or conclude? Should I take more? Okay, I'm taking for more 5 minutes so that we will complete this ITR 2 also. Okay, 112A is the same grandfathering effect. I had told you we had covered over there. This is the same. You have I just dragged down so that all the questions we can cover. ISIN code is a new concept which was exempted for the last year's income tax returns for AY 1920. It was earlier compulsory for AY 1920. Afterwards, they had given a relaxation for getting this ISIN code. So for maybe for AY 2021, it would be compulsory. So everyone, in whichever securities you trade or there is a different column for this. ISIN code is provided in your contract notes, so we will have to keep it with us. And even in the mutual funds also, you will be getting ISIN code. So we will have to keep this while there is a long-term equity capital gain which has been acquired on or before 1 February 2018. Okay, if you had acquired any securities before 1 to 2018, for that this all details would be required much. Okay, this is grandfathering effect for individuals and for residents, and this is the grandfathering provisions for non-residents. Okay, this is the income from other sources where there are lots of information, and this where I was telling you, in case of is received for inadequate consideration like stamp duty of value of property in excess of such consideration, you have to make it taxable under this particular rule. It is C D, not D3, in D3 1 D3. You have to provide that information. Okay, from saving banks interest you have to provide it differently. For interest income you have to provide it gross interest income. You don't have to provide net interest income. Certain, if you are given to someone else certain amount on interest, if you are receiving after deduction of TDS, then you don't have to, whatever you had received, you don't have to put that. You have to put it, you have to put it gross amounts. Okay, so you will put gross amount in interest received. And you can also check your interest certificate. You can check take interest certificate from banks also. Okay, uh, for this like today I will complete over here itself. We will continue tomorrow with this form. First we will complete it. Nearly 5 to 10 slides are only there. We will complete this. We will start with ITR 3 online. And thank you all for listening, and maybe doing taking such your precious time for us for conducting such sessions. Okay, thank you all.